my gosh, it's been so long. You know what? Let's do this deck. How are you? You know, I'm back with another reoccurring theme. And the theme today that we're going to talk about is perception versus truth. All right. So if you missed the poem, it was posted. It is posted on TikTok and on thank you, Lil, on TikTok and on YouTube. Okay, it's a short. The poem is less than a minute long. So go check that out. Until then, we will talk about truth versus perception. So, you know, growing up, you hear, let me get one more card, Lou. You hear, thanks, that there's two sides to every story. There's your side, and then there's the other person's side, okay? And a lot of times, you know, it's not just that. You know, I mean, you have your truth. The other person has their truth, okay? But then there's also a higher truth to that. So each person has a higher truth, and then there's like the absolute truth. Like, okay, so let's just say, I guess, okay, so there's your higher self truth, and then there's like your lower self or your ego truth. So let's just say you're in a relationship, right? And your partner isn't behaving. Oh my gosh. Your partner isn't behaving or reacting how you expect them to. Or it doesn't have to be a partner. It can be like just another person. You know, they're not, you know, doing what you want or how you wish. Okay. So the truth is they're not responding how you would want them to. Okay. But you think that, let's say they're cheating on you. Okay. So that's what you automatically jump to, is the fact that they're cheating. So if they're cheating, well, okay, if okay. So it's like your mind is telling you, your ego, you know, all X, Y, and Z can prove, or you don't have any proof, but you just feel like deep down inside, you just know that this person is cheating because the last person you did the same thing and they were cheating too. So you just know this person's cheating because they're not doing X, Y, and Z. Well, the truth may be they're not cheating. It's possible they might not be cheating, but you still believe that they're cheating. So you have your ego truth, or, you know, what you think, but deep down inside, you know someone's not cheating, you know, or you have no proof. You just know that the proof you have is that they're not responding or doing what you want them to. And then the same thing goes with the partner. The partner knows, they might be thinking, I'm not spending time with this person because I think they're cheating. When the truth is no one's cheating, but if both of people think that they're cheating, then that's what they're going to go by. So everyone has their truth, but it's also how you perceive things, or how your perception of it. If your perception is that someone's cheating, then all signs are going to look like that. You're going to assume or think that someone is cheating, just because they're not doing what you think. So that's where truth versus perception. Another great example of truth versus perception is the court of law. If you if you are on in court because you're not being sued for a murder case, or anyone is on a murder case or a trial, and you have to prove that you did not do that. Now, it's possible some people get away with murder because they prove or can convince the jury that they didn't do it. So they had a believable perception. The perception they gave was believable enough that they got away with murder. But the truth is they did murder him. Or there's on the opposite side, there's hella people out there who are being accused of things that in the court system, but because they couldn't prove it, they're now incarcerated under false pretenses because they didn't do it. But see how it is, truth versus perception is how you perceive things versus what the truth is. Now, you want those to be lined up, but it is what it is. It's just somehow everything isn't how you perceive, and not all of what you perceive can be the truth. But thinking about this or realizing this can help you better navigate truth versus perception. If you keep that in mind, you listen to what someone say and think about, hey, is this someone's perception or is this the truth? Is it the truth that you know, or just their perception? Just keep that in mind. So we're going to pull some cards. Well, I just pulled some cards. We're going to read some cards and find out. I'll just get a little bit more clarification on that. All right, Lou. So what the universe wants you to reach for in regards to this topic. Baby steps. That's so funny. Lou, be Louing. Actions. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. All right. Okay, we're going to look at that. Can you read it? Can you focus? I don't know how people do it to focus. Let's see. Well, it's going to be backwards anyway. So, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So, when you're dealing with truth versus perception, take baby steps, but follow your intuition. Because your intuition, whether it's someone's truth or someone's perception, your intuition would tell you where you need to go. Okay? And that is hilarious because it's like, okay, it's times where your intuition will tell you to do something is true. You would think that something is true, but it's only true in that moment because that's what you need to think in order to proceed. That's what the universe is giving you. That's what the world is giving you. That's what your higher self is giving you. That's where E, all the above. And at this moment, we just want to give thanks to E, all the above. You can fill in A through D with whatever you want, whether it's God, Most High, higher self, universe, Gaia, you out there. I want to say thank you to. You can be my A through D, but we're going to give thanks to E, all the above. Okay. So thank you. But back to that relationship situation. That person might not be cheating, but if the clues feel like you're cheating, if the clues feel like it, or it's from your perception they're cheating, maybe that's, if you're following your intuition thinks that they might not be cheating, but it's what you need to know. That person may not be good for you. So to think that they're cheating, that's why they're cheating. Well, they might not be cheating, but that's why your gut feeling is telling you they're cheating, because maybe that's how or what you need to think in order to get out of that situation. So the energy that you're reaching for, again, is baby steps, because just follow your intuition, Don't jump too straight into it, because you have to know that there's two sides to every story. And that's truth versus perception. So I do see I have one viewer. Hi. We're talking about truth versus perception. So in regards to truth versus perception, let's see what the universe wants us to shield. We, the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. All right. So this is what you're shielding. This is what you're shielding. You're holding close. Okay. So what's definitely standing out is the deep love, mother's milk. So when it comes to truth versus perception, if you follow love, follow your idea of love, then you can't go wrong. Even if, let's say, when you're following your intuition, use love as a guidance in order to help you make that decision. Yeah. Yeah. I think that, bam, I like that. So we're going to see what energy the universe wants us to shed light on. Oh, this is really beautiful. Jump in. Andromedan energy adventure. Say yes to change. So this is what the universe is shedding some light on. You see there's a little person diving in. It looks like an eye, but it's also a galaxy. And say yes to change. So even though things may not be how it perceived, or how these might not be how it's perceived, and at the same time, you might not know the truth. You might not have proof or know the truth, but you still have your intuitive guidance. You still have your perception. Sometimes it's just for change. Again, going back to your intuition knows. So even if that person you don't have proof or they're not doing what you think they're doing, then sometimes it's just time for a change. It's no longer time for you to be with that person, you know? And when it's time for a change, the universe will change. Or it will show you when it's time for a change. Man, even when it came down to that shit like smoking cigars. I was a cigar smoker, DeJarms Clove Cigars, for like over 10 years. I smoked them in not in high school, in college, in like all of my 20s. And excuse me, I just recently, confirmation yawn. I just recently stopped smoking. And they just weren't agreeing with me. It was time for a change. And my perception was I wanted to keep smoking just because, you know, you have that habit. You have that's something. You're used to doing it. You know, you get into a habit where after you eat, you want to smoke. After you sex, you want to smoke. After, you know, a long day or you irritated, you want to smoke. And you just get in a habit of doing these things after all of these other things. And the truth is your body's telling you, hey, it's time to stop. It got to a point where every time I smoked, shit would just, it just didn't agree with me anymore. Something that I craved at one point, it didn't agree with me. So I had to say yes to change. It was time to change. It was time. Hey, it's over. You know, time to pack it up. Let's do something else. So instead of continuing to smoke or to fight it, and, you know, like I tried to go back down to like a different kind of cigar or a less harsh one. And eventually that did the same thing. You were just like, you know, confirmation hiccup. It was time to go. So it was time to say change. Say yes to change. Then what the universe wants you to hold strong on. Portal. Is this another portal? Yeah, so this one says the birth portal. This is jumping in. Baby steps. We're moving toward this portal. These are all these have doorways. All right, let's see. Portal, doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, wild card. So all of these are like portals or something. Going inside. So we're diving deeper into something. What the truth is. This is what we're diving into. We're diving into truth and perception. What is true when you're looking at things from your perspective, your perception. You try to get other people's perceptions so that you can get a common truth. You can stick with your truth, but know that what's true for you might not be true for someone else. It's possible that, might not be true for someone else. What's true for you might not be true for someone else. And that's for you to keep in mind. But, I don't know. I know. But boy. That's crazy. Okay, so yeah. I think that is it. I don't think I'm going to pull some more cards. I think I'm going to leave it here today. I know I want to come in with some art pretty soon. I have been dropping some art. I've been posting some poems. You can go check those poems out, you guys. The Reoccurring Themes of Life. I'll be back tomorrow with another. And yeah, so I'm really excited to be here. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. All right. So we're gonna wrap it up here. I want to I'm gonna leave it there. All right, you guys. Before I go, and now it's time for so long. And I'll sing just one more song. Thanks for doing your part. You sure are smart. With me and you. And my boy Lou. And you can do anything that you want to do. I love you. I love me. I love us. I love we.